Mic check 1 2. What up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of It's a Sibling Thing Podcast. I'm your host, Lad, aka Lad Lizzie Dollar.
And I'm your other host, Jazzy J. How y'all doing today?
What up, though? What's up with y'all? How y'all feeling today?
How y'all doing? How you feeling? What's good? You're from Bronx, New York. I'm saying, son.
Not from the Bronx, though.
On God. Now I'm from where else? I don't know where else at.
Exactly.
I'm from everywhere, Nail.
Whatever.
Son. Listen here, B.
Oh, my phone vibrating.
Get your phone out of here, because you always got somebody calling you and stuff.
What's up, though, man? How you feeling?
Today, I'm pretty good. I'm all right. How about you?
I'm chilling, man. I can't complain.
What do mom say? What mom say?
Ain't
About
no complaining because don't nobody care.
Nope, nobody care. Well, today I'm rocking some merch today.
What you rocking today?
I'm rocking Mike the Motivator. Now, he did change his symbol, but I really like this one. So.
I thought that was a new symbol.
No, he got another one. It's just the M and the N.
I like the mic, though. He should have kept that.
And he can use both of them. He does use both. So if you're looking for a motivational speaker, anything of that nature, hit up Mike the Motivator. He's a great motivational speaker, and he gets your kids on point. Get the kids on point because the kids are back in school, right?
Yeah, he go back tomorrow.
Well, we don't know if tomorrow when we recorded this, but you probably won't see it on the day that they probably we already y'all. I'm pretty sure y'all already know this. All stuff is pre-recorded. So when we recorded this, it will be tomorrow that they go to school. So today,
what's up? What we got today?
Today we're going to talk about, is sorry enough? Is sorry enough?
Okay, what you mean by that? Break that down.
Breaking it down, I'm gonna put the topic up there. We all, like I said, we'll go back to what go back to what you know. Give it a little title. It's about to swing on. Bam. Actions speak louder than words. So, Lad brought a good topic to the table. When is sorry not enough?
Because people will do something, like something might happen to you or do something to you, and they'll apologize, but it's like, at what point is, all right, now I can't accept your apology no more. Like, can you stop touching my mic?
You can't hear you. I'm just trying to tell you.
You the one who control the vocals. I'm talking loud. Like,
I'm not saying that you're not talking loud. The microphone is just not near your mouth when you turn to me to talk to me. That's all I'm saying.
But anyway, back to what I was saying.
Go ahead.
Yeah, when is that enough? Like, when is it not acceptable? Like you need to go beyond an apology, like, because somebody can apologize 1,000 times, but they're going to just keep apologizing because they know that you're gonna just accept the apology. But it's like, when do they need to go beyond that? When do they need to, like, show their actions? Like, especially if they do something to you and you express to them that that you was uncomfortable with that, or you didn't appreciate that, or whatever, and then they apologize, but then they continue to do it. So it's like, because now you're like intentionally doing this. Like,
me personally, I always say that actions speak louder than words. So if you apologize and you continue to still do the action or the thing that I've said that I don't, that's messing with my energy or my vibe, then I just feel like you just don't care at that point, and I need to remove you from my life. Point blank. Because if you're saying you're sorry and you mean it, that means you're going to change at least try. If I see you trying to change your behavior, that's different. But if you say, "Oh, I'm sorry," and then continue to do it, then that becomes a problem. That's problematic. That becomes a toxic relationship, no matter if it's your friendship, family ship. I call it family ship. Relationship. It becomes a toxic situation because now we're in a cycle, and I don't want to be in cycles. As John O'Reilly says, I don't want to be in cycles.
Yeah, because
that's a good song to listen to, guys. If you don't. Little plug for John Reynolds. Go ahead.
Like I like a few times like I find myself like somebody do something and like they'll like I said they'll apologize. The first maybe like the first two times you're like all right, I'll accept your apology. But then like I said when it's like a continuous thing it's like all right because now like I said now this is like I feel like you're intentionally doing this to hurt me or whatever whatever the case is. So It's like now what do I do? Like
no, I feel you. I know in the Bible it definitely does say turn the other cheek. I definitely know that. But I just feel like sometimes that could be misconstrued. Like just like, oh, I'm just gonna hear and take the abuse because I'm supposed to turn the other cheek. Technically, you only got two cheeks. So technically, two chances. It's like, no, I'm just joking. I know you're supposed to show people grace and give them the chance to change. You're supposed to let them know like you can't get mad at somebody doing something and you don't bring it to their attention. And then you're like, oh, this don't and just don't say nothing. And you just keep getting mad.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about like once you like they do it maybe like once or twice, and then you do bring it to their attention, and then it's like they do it again, but all they do is apologize because they know that like if I just apologize, they'll get over it. Like
all right, but that's where we I mean if you've seen our previous podcast, we talked about boundaries and things of that nature. That's where your boundaries come in. Like you have to set a standard to be around, have people in your space. Like if somebody says sorry, because I know people make mistakes. Everybody's not perfect. Yeah. Again, it becomes when it becomes a problem is when I don't see you trying to change. Like that's when the problem sets in. If I'm telling you, oh, the way that you're speaking, or if say somebody around that you don't prefer to be around people that cuss a lot and they're cussing around you, and you're like, I really don't like that language. That's not my vibe. And they don't try to not do it in front of you or be like, oh, I'm sorry. It's a habit because I'm trying to change it. Like if you recognize it before them, then they're not trying to change it. Like if I feel like somebody they slip up, they cuss, they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like it's something that I'm working on in jazz or I'm working on it lead. Like that's the type of behavior that I need to see to say, okay, they're trying. But if they don't just like, oh, I'm sorry, and no remorse behind it, like it's just not, oh, I'm sorry, I ain't mean it, and then move on, Or another thing I like to hear, I'm sorry. What can I do to change it? That means I feel like you care. Like you're like, I do care that this is something that's a pet peeve of yours or it's hurting you. What can I do to change it, or what should I work on to change it?
Yeah, cause like all right, like for example, like I'm very understanding.
Okay.
Sometimes.
So, nothing. Go ahead.
So sometimes. It's like I just like when it comes to like if we made plans, right, and you have to cancel or you don't want to go or
right,
just whatever the case is, like
right.
My thing is just say that. Like don't wait till I hit you up in the morning or whatever, and we like, all right, we gonna go out at 7.
Okay.
Then you wait till 7 and be like, oh no, I don't want to go. Like, bro, you could have said that earlier, like,
right?
Because to me, it's not that big of a deal. Like, if you don't want to go or if something came up, but just let me know that. But don't have me like I'm sitting there at 7:00 and I'm like, oh damn, we supposed to meet up, or like, you know what I'm saying, like, it's 7:00 go by 7:30 and I'm like, then I don't even hear from you, and then you like the next day you like, oh damn, my bad, like, bro, you could have just said like whatever excuse that you want to give. Like, I don't even care if you lied to me. Like, if you don't want to go, you just be like, oh no, I got something came up. Like, but just let me know. Like, don't just be like, oh no, like I just don't hear from you. Like, and we had plans. Like, or if you got plans to do something else, like whatever. Like, just say that. Like, just communicate. Like, it'd be that simple. Like, and at the while, it's like they get irritating, and it's like, so I'm not gonna say I'm gonna cut you off, but it's just like, damn, I'm just not even gonna invite you no more because like I already know what to expect. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't want to get to that point. Like,
Right. I had a few flickers in my time, that'll be like we're all playing something, and then all of a sudden they just ghost me, don't say anything. At least they tell you. I don't get a response. Like it just be like radio silence, and I'm like, are you alive? Did you die? Like what happened?
like,
So I understand that in that aspect. I was just at that, like I said, at one point I had to say, listen, I had to tell them the type of person I am. If we plan something, I take that as you promising me somewhere that we going.
mm-hmm.
And at that point, if you decide to ghost me or like the whole disappearing act thing, I don't. That's something that's like I don't care if you can cancel. We could be about to leave because I'm an introvert. I honestly don't like to go out that often. So if you say, yo, I can't go or I don't want to go, I'll be a little upset, but not mad because I'm like, okay, cool. Jump back in my pajamas and go back and lay back down. But the people that I've dealt with, they ghost me to the point where they don't say anything to me all day.
Yeah.
And that for me is problematic. I don't like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But no, what really be pissing me off though is if it's like vice versa, like the other person make plans and then they don't follow through with the plans. It's like, well, you invited me out, like, so how you gonna go? Like
I mean, I like again, like I said, I don't care about I don't care if I go or if I don't go. Like me personally, I'm not the type of person like, oh, we ain't going like that. I don't care.
Yeah, but I just be saying, what I'm saying is because like if we make plans. So now, all right, in my head, I'm like, all right, I got this plan. So I might turn somebody else down, like, yo, like, you trying to go? I'm like, no, I got plans. So it's like, that's why I was like, for me, it's not that big of a deal because I could be doing something else. So it's like, so if you're not gonna go, like, at least let me know in advance so I can, because I could be doing something else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I was like, it's not that big of a deal. But just let me know. Don't just not if I call you or text you and then you just don't respond, like, like you get what I'm saying?
No, I feel you.
And then it's like I said, like the first couple times you might, you're like, oh damn, I'm sorry, like I know I should have hit you up or whatever. But then it's like at the while, it's like then he just keep doing it, so it's just like, all right, so because now you putting me in like, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just be like, just keep like, all right, well I know that's what they do, so whatever, like.
Well, for me, I just feel like this. I just know who I invite places and who I don't. Like the older I've gotten, I've understand. Okay, this is who you are. This if you are a person that can't, like, if I'm telling you up front, hey, don't promise me something that you can't do. Like, just don't say.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I think that's just from me stemming from me when I was a kid, but I be trying not to do that, but it's hard. Mm-hmm. If you can't go somewhere, don't ghost me. Like, just say, hey, Jazz, I don't want to go. Like, I might be a little hurt because I feel like I wanted to spend time with that person at that time. Yeah. But ghosting me and not saying anything is a trigger for me. So it's just like, you didn't care. You didn't care enough about my time to even say, hey, I don't want to go.
Yeah. So
again, when the behavior, when the thing becomes a behavior, that's me saying, okay, that's who you are. And I'm sorry to say that, but that's just how my thought process is. It becomes, okay, you did it once, you did it twice, you're doing it now. This is a pattern, and now it becomes a behavior. This is a behavior. This is something that you do. Yeah. And this is who you are. So now, when I do want to go places, I'm sorry, I'm not inviting you because I know that you're going to ghost me.
Yeah.
So sometimes I just have to do the adjustment because unfortunately you're not going to adjust. So I have to adjust to make myself not go crazy. Yeah. I got to protect my energy because you surely ain't trying to do it. That's just me. I don't know about how you handle it once you said it. Like, do you like cut them off or do you just keep talking to them about it? Like, in real, like for real. Like, if somebody keep continuously doing it to you, do you cut them off or do you just adjust your behaviors towards them?
Well, I don't want to say I cut them off, but I just like I adjust. But then it's like, but it's like it's still irritating though, cause like especially if, like we had the conversation like several times. Like I'm just talking about. I'm not even. I'm talking about this in general. Like I'm not even talking about just like not like
I'm
going
about to
out
sit
making
back because
plans
the
and
last
stuff
time
like
we
that.
was like this, my little butt was hurt.
But
I gotta sit back.
yeah, it just with anything like this like like I just need the communication. But it's like I don't know how to feel like at the while because it's like especially after I express how I feel, then you just continue to do it. So it's just like now it's like because you like I said like the people just apologize and then they think that's just it and then they do it again. So it's just like oh like then the part that make me mad is like when you call them out on it, then they want to get mad at you. But it's like well we had this conversation several times like
Yeah.
we had this conversation several times and you just ignoring like you say you apologize but do you really mean it though because you continuing to do it.
Right. I honestly just feel like it's become, like I said, it's a behavior that they've learned and they feel that it's nothing wrong with it because that's just who they are. Unfortunately, you want them to be able to compromise and understand from your perspective, but sometimes I've learned that you gotta put yourself in that person's shoes and be like, hey, I don't know their full background. I don't know what they grew up with. Whereas though me, I know it's common courtesy to just pick up the phone, or even if you don't want to call, you could text me to say, hey, yeah, I don't think I'm be able to make it, or I don't want to go anymore. I'm not really feeling it. And then I guess maybe sometimes people feel like they don't want to have to explain themselves, and I'm like, you don't have to explain anything to me.
Yeah, but
everybody's not like that.
I've gotten that too. It's like it's not even like explaining yourself. It's just having the courtesy to be like, yo, I know we had plans, but you know XYZ came up, so or whatever. Like you get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And on that, like, far as like looking from the other person's perspective, I feel like you should be like, well, because you may not see it as a big deal, but you gotta look at it like, well, then like I'm like keep coming up, so like there's an issue, so maybe I need to change myself, like you get what I'm saying, like
Yeah, but I'm saying they might not see it as an issue for them. For them, it might not be an issue because, like I said, we don't know we don't know the background of the like I mean I'm pretty sure it's your friend that is doing this, but to their surroundings or what they grew up with, their courtesies might be different from our courtesies. Like me just not responding to you is just probably them saying that, well, you should have known that I wasn't coming. I'm not saying that. Now who is calling? You gonna turn around and just look at it? You gonna turn? What? Really? This is what you gonna do in the middle of the podcast?
Well, what was we gonna do? What you want me to do?
You can let it ring. It'd have been alright. Jeez.
What's something that somebody's done to you that and y'all had a conversation about they apologized and then they continue to do it?
I would say I'm trying to think of like I really don't. I don't know. Cause I'm be honest. I really just started to come into Jasmine, so I really was a person that just held everything in when I was younger. So I took a lot of stuff that I probably shouldn't have. If I could go back, I definitely would have said some stuff. I probably would have lost a lot of friends, but I probably would have said some stuff. Because I got the sorries, and then they would continue to still do it. But I did get in my older years. I did have a couple friends that would say they were coming somewhere, and then they wouldn't come, and I would just say, "Hey, listen, I have an issue with people telling me they're going to do something, then they don't do it." So, and at that time, I wasn't in the right, like my spirituality wasn't right. So it was the one and done. I'm like, so when I go places, I'm not inviting you.
Yeah.
Like, you're just not getting invited because I'm protecting. I'm trying to protect myself. I don't want to get used and abused again. So I'm like, no, because you want me to support and do stuff with you, but when I do something, when it's vice versa, it's not the same.
Yeah, it's not reciprocated.
It's not reciprocated. So I'm like, I'm not. It's not. You're not going to get invited. And then they will see pictures. They will see stuff, and oh, why didn't you tell me? Blah blah blah. Because I knew that you wasn't going to come anyway. So what's the point? And then of course the Lord dealt with me. He told me to just still extend the invitation, even though you know that they're not going to come. So I still extend. I just lowered my expectations.
Okay.
That's all. I had to learn to lower my expectations. Stop putting people so high up. Mm-hmm. Because if you do, all they're going to do is let you down.
Disappoint you. I get that, but it's like I just feel like I'm talking like it's like a core, like your core group. Like
I honestly don't have a core group.
I'm just saying, I'm speaking in general.
Okay.
Like if it's like your core group of friends, because that's really what making me like when I get more upset is like when it's like a person that I consider like a close friend and we hang out a lot and stuff like that. And I do understand like
you speak from a different,
and like I do understand like expectations and stuff like that. Like I am like learning that, but it's like at what point is it like? Do you, like I said, like do you just accept it or do you just end the friendship? Like
at this point, if you're in my core group, I've accepted who you are. Mm. I accepted that some of the behaviors is just never going to change. Mm. Most of my friends are family, so it's a little different, I guess, for me, because I really don't have like, I don't know how to explain it. Like I feel like I guess my core group becomes family, so I don't really see them as friends. I see them as family, and I'm like, as family, you just accept flaws and all. But like I said, the older I've gotten, I just know like, hey, we've had this conversation before, so at this point, it is what it is. I just know if I'm inviting you somewhere or if we're doing something, I just know that you're probably not going to be there.
But that's what I'm saying. But it's like, when is that not okay no more? Like, if you like,
it's never not going to be okay.
You had the conversation 1,000 times.
I've had the conversation. Like, what I'm supposed to just like, we have a bond, a relationship with the person, and now with somebody, would I allow that from somebody that just came into my life? Mm-hmm. No. But because we've had so many years in, or so many of this, that I know for sure that this is a behavior that a lot have gotten older. A lot of people they don't do this. I don't have nobody that's in my core circle that do it now. Mm-hmm. But when I did start to understand that my expectation has to just be lower because everybody's not going to be like Jasmine, I've learned to not get my feelings into it as much, because when the question that you're asking about when the sorry isn't enough, it's like a feeling type thing. Like at this point, I realize that everybody's not going to function and do things the same way Jasmine does.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, because when it gets to that point, then I don't care no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't apologize a million times. Like at a certain point, I'm just not going to care anymore. Like, mm-hmm. So it's like. So like I'm saying, so now it's like, do I just end the friendship? Like,
it depends. Like again, it depends. Like, do you want the friendship? Do you believe that person brings value to your life? That's when you start to weigh the pros and the cons in the relationship, mm-hmm. because at that point, you is their presence bringing value, or is it bringing you down? Mm-hmm. Because can you see yourself functioning without that person in your life? That's how, mm. I feel like everybody is in some way connected to you for a reason. And then you got the ones that's connected to you for a season. So you just got to find out if that's a person that's for a reason or a season. Because it could be a season and it might be time to let the person go. Mm. or it could be a reason, and you just be like, hey, maybe this is a teaching moment for me to just learn how to just not say lower your expectations, but just know that people are not going to do things the way that you do. Unfortunately, that is the way life is. That's just my thoughts on it. That's just my thoughts. I mean, I understand that you want to. There is no I feel like there's no exact answer. Like that would be just for however you feel that person is for you in your life.
Mm-hmm.
There is no right or wrong answer for this, because it's like, if I were to let them leave, would I still be able to? Will it hurt me, or will it benefit me? Is it taking that much up of my mental space up?
Mm-hmm.
Like, is it hurting my mental? Because your mental is very important. That's how you get, function and all that kind of stuff. So if it's hurting your mental, then I would let it go. But if it's not, like, you just like, it's just the pet peeves getting to me. It's just the pet peeves getting to me. Mm-hmm. So again, it all depends if it's messing with your. To me, if it's messing with your mental. Well, what? You asked my opinion, and that's my opinion.
No, I agree with your opinion.
Oh. I'm like, you asked it. Like, is you in the podcast or are you in the kitchen? I'm just trying to figure out where you at.
Because I'm hungry.
You always hungry.
But where we at, Tom?
About to hit a half hour.
I'm gonna wrap it up.
Oh, we can if you want to.
You got something else you need to say?
No, I don't have anything to say, but I'm just going, you about to go to the store? Can you get a Coke? That's what I want to say. I want a Coke. Psych, no. Again, we just go in with anything, our new stuff that we'll be adding to the podcast. We'll be having a new segment called Obedience or Disobedience. You'll be seeing that pretty soon. Yep. We want you guys to, if you want to promote your clothing line or anything, your business, send us. You can even send us. You want to convert. You want to be in the middle. You know how the commercials go.
Yeah,
y'all know how it go.
Trying to throw some ads.
Throw some ads. You want to get your business out there? Go ahead and send us a little script that you want us to say, and we'll put it in the podcast. If you want to be on the podcast, hit them DMs up, and we'll gladly get you on the podcast. What else? Was that pretty much it?
I think that's
and
about
it. As I said, the apparel, the commercial, the new segment, and that's about it. And you want to give any wisdom? Because they said you got wisdom. So, any wisdom would you like to give to the Sibs today?
Oh, you don't gotta chase the bag because you are the bag. I got that from Khadijah.
See, look, you dropping gems, Khadijah. Lad remembering it. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead, girl. You don't gotta chase it because you the bag. Hey, that was a bar. I think that's what I said was a bar. Mm-hmm. I think that's what I said was a bar. But we gonna go ahead and end it right here. Go ahead and take us out. The outro, please.
So thank you guys for joining us. That has been another episode of It's a Sibling Thang Podcast. Once again, we're your hosts. I'm Lad, aka Lad Lizzie Dollar.
And I'm Jazzy J.
And we'll see y'all next time.
Hey. Whoa.